everybody. Welcome in. It is Samurai Sunday. So excited to have you. I'm going to go ahead and turn things right on over to my boy, Andy here.
Hello. Welcome to the next session, or current session, of Heart of an Empire, or Legends of the Five Rings 4th edition campaign over here on DMDM Studios. We had a bit of a break last weekend. We were over on my channel playing a one-shot of Kids and Bikes instead, while Derek here was moving. We are now back to the campaign after what was a pretty nasty end to the last session. The party of the group of Emerald Magistrates followed a lion that they suspected of treason, found a hidden entrance into the tunnels under the city, and discovered a group of plotting Lion Clan samurai hidden in a room beneath the city. They charged them blindly, thanks to your boy Kuro, and almost all died. But they didn't. They, thanks to the interference of the Fortunes, which is what we'll call the audience in Legends of the Five Rings. None of them died. They were saved. And they managed to defeat all of the Lion Samurai. A group of Unicorn Bushi arrived to help them out towards the end, got them out of there, taking them back to the Sipikapu, which is the awful name for the tea house.
We love
that
it.
Needs to be retconned at some point.
We need the Sippy Kapu merch. We need to get that going.
Dude,
Leave the Sippy Kapu alone.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they were being taken back until something caught Bayushi Kisho's attention on the way. And he went to investigate, to come face to face or mask to mask with another member of the Scorpion clan, someone that Kisho knows all too well, but who hasn't seen in a long time. He recognizes the Hanye mask of his sister, who has been trained in the way of the Soshiro infiltrators, or more commonly referred to as a ninja. And that's probably left off. Yeah. So, Kisho, I suppose the question here is, how are you feeling about coming face to face with your sister in a dark alley?
Kisho is unsure if he's leaving this alley alive. With loyalty and duty obviously paramount with Scorpion Clan, even then there is a bit of tension within his family when Kisho was, the one who turned his brother in. And his sister and the three of them used to be really close, and that kind of shattered that, and he really hasn't spoken to his parents or his sister since his Genpoku. So, not to mention he's got that lovely mark on his face from his last interaction with his sister, so he is unsure what the hell's gonna happen here. He's hoping she's here on official business and not just here to kill him. Maybe she misses him. Maybe there's still some love there.
She stands almost perfectly still, blocking your way out of the alleyway. The only movement about her is the breeze cutting through the alleyway, catching her hair and some of the looser parts of her clothing. And she stares at you for a moment with the smiling, sort of fanged and monstrous face of the Hanya demon that makes her mask up. You know under that mask that she's very unlikely to be smiling.
Oh yeah.
But the mask is always in that perpetual state of a sort of demonic smile. It's a cruel smile though. Isho.
He just kind of pauses, waits before bowing his head slightly. What? If you are here to kill me, make it quick.
I'm not here to kill you, at least. Not yet. We have your Jimbo.
Is he safe?
For the time being, he's safe.
Why do you have my Yojimbo?
He delivered your message to our clan champion about your arrival here and what you were investigating. Now,
And
my dear brother, what you're investigating is the business of the Scorpion clan and our duty for the Empress.
I take it these disappearances and murders are our doing then?
She gives the slightest nod of her head. They are the doing of our clan, of individuals like myself and others. All to maintain peace within the Empire, you understand.
Kisho just nods. What course of action is being requested of me?
The only course of action that the champion of the clan asks of you is to ensure that you and your companions within the Emerald Magistrate do not get involved and do not get in our way. We have identified a number of individuals within this city, not just of the Unicorn clan, who have long deserved death by this point.
Is the lion sect within the city is that simply within the Lion Clan, or can I expect to find similar ones within all the great families currently?
from the information that has passed down to me, I would suspect that there are members within all clans, maybe even within our own, who need to be weeded out to prevent disturbance within the Empire.
What of Lord Akodo?
The champion of the Lion
Yes.
Clan. As far as I'm aware, he is not on the list. However, his brother, the Shogun of Rokugan, may not be as safe.
Isho nods.
I would advise you, brother, to maybe take your fellow magistrates and leave the city. A night is coming where a lot of blades will find their way between the ribs or across the throats of far too many samurai within this city.
Who do we have in the court? An interesting note brought up to me. And I guess I didn't put much thought to it at the time. Do we have anybody within earshot of the Empress, or have we been completely locked out?
Now that is a question that I am not in the position to answer. To get an answer to that question, Kisho, your standing amongst your own clan would need to rise, and you would have to have the ear of the clan champion. But as an emerald magistrate, isn't part of your duty to reside within the Imperial Court?
It is, sister.
You have 3 nights, brother, to get out of the city.
And if we don't?
And I believe that chaos will ensue within the city. There may be fighting amongst all the samurai present. The city streets will be awash with blood. And the 3 rivers that merge at this city will probably be dyed a similar colour.
With your work here, have you come across any of these so-called Spider Clan Bushi?
Here in the north, we've not encountered any spiders in the north of Rokugan. Others within the Soshiro school have told me that they have had skirmishes with spiders within our own lands and to the south. They even say that some of them are coming from the Great Wood. Let me bring up the map. Shinomen Forest. Yeah, I guess.
Would it not serve our purposes for them to conveniently be here and killing in the name of their false emperor, empress?
A lot of things are turning at the moment, Kisho. There are other groups in play. You've already had encounters with those lions, claiming that they serve someone else. And no doubt you've heard rumours about the religious sect currently in the city, stirring the common people against those of the samurai caste.
Are they a problem that needs handling?
I would say so.
3 days.
3 days.
It will be done.
The religious sect, Kisho. There are other Emerald Magistrates in the city. They are investigating this particular group. If you encounter them, you may wish to let them know that the city will not be safe in three days' time.
It will be done. See, he says, and he bows deeply.
She gives the slightest of bows, and then she sort of leaps and sort of kicks off the wall a few times up onto the roof that she came down from.
Isho just kind of stands there for a minute, just staring off. Before making his way back to the group.
As you're just about to take off, you see a piece of paper slowly sort of float down from the roof, just in front of you.
See, he leans down and he picks it up.
The note that tells you that Takahiko will be released back into your service by the morning.
He pockets it and continues back to the group.
Okay. The rest of you were taken back to the tea house. Some of you are pretty badly wounded. Kuro and Kurokami are pretty beat up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm injured.
Yeah, you're pretty rough as well. When you arrive back into the tea house, there are some new unicorns that are present here. Some of you will recognize Moto Batu and Utaku Saran, the two unicorn magistrates that you've had interactions with. as well as Shinjogan, the unicorn lord that's beat the 3 lions in a drill and had a conversation with Kurokami. But there are 2, along with the unicorn samurai who came and helped you in the tunnels into the city. There are 2 other unicorns present here. One is dressed in quite fine clothing. It's a strange mixture of sort of Rokugani courtier dress, with some trimmings that you'd see of a unicorn. There's maybe some fur and stuff trimming parts of the clothing. The other is a fairly young looking woman, but she has her hair shaved in practically right into the scalp. And you can see that she has lots of markings and stuff sort of tattooed into her skull.
Stick
And
poke style?
hanging... Oh, what was that?
Like stick and poke style?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And you can see that she has lots of like bits of twine and stuff with either carvings made out of wood or some out of stone and things like that, of strange icons sort of dangling from around her neck or tied around her wrists and things like that. Gan sort of gets up to greet you when you come in. I see. I sent my men to follow you after you've been gone for a prolonged period of time. They barely got out of the door before your wolf came looking for assistance.
Shinigami is a noble spirit.
It seems that they found you all just in the nick of time, I would say.
Though they might be treasonous, they are still powerful.
Betray the face. A well-armoured and well-trained samurai is somewhat different from facing poorly equipped ronin, I would have to say.
They bleed all the same.
And so do we.
I gesture down to the, like... Have my wounds been tended yet?
No.
I'm probably doing that actually, like actively right now as you're speaking.
I kind of look down to the gaping hole that she was stitching up, and I say, yeah, yeah, we do. But we're still standing.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm not that.
Being carried out. They lay Kuro down on the floor between some of the tables. By this point, he's probably slowly starting to regain consciousness.
Dragon, where? Put me back in the fight. What? Hello.
Good to see you still amongst the living.
I'm not dying that easily. And like my face is like relieved, and then it's like instant anger. Where is he? Kisho! Kisho! Kisho!
Where is? do we know where Kisho went, or did he just? I'm going to do Kisho things.
He did his
think we
usual
would-
Keisha disappearing act.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we would have been too focused on just getting to safety. And
Yeah, he slipped away while everybody was like, being held up, carried away.
I'm like trying to shakily get to my feet. Keisha. I ain't got the strength for this. And I just lay back down. Oh, fuck.
I will immediately also tend to Kuro whenever I'm done. I have medicine now, so.
Thank you for keeping me alive there, Sheba.
The tank and the healer.
Well, we're not out of it yet. Gesturing down to Kuro, who's like fading in and out, saying ridiculous things.
Keisha. It's just me mothering Keisha over and over. Keisha.
I asked Gon if he has any like steak or deer steak or any kind of steak, really, any kind of red meat for Shinigami.
I'm sure I can procure some for you.
He deserves it.
Maybe the owner of the tea house could acquire some, and after all, past curfew, I'm saying. He looks towards Kuro while Shiro is tending to your injuries. He sort of glances towards the unicorn, the two unicorn magistrates, as well as the two other unicorn who are there, who are also presumably magistrates. He sort of nods his head to the young girl who's wearing all the sort of talismans and stuff. Ayuchi Joshi? Is there anything that you could do for our new friends here to help aid their recovery? She steps forward, going towards Kuro first, since he's still kind of unconscious. It seems that he's the one who's most injured. And you see that she sort of takes some of the talisman off of her neck and sort of holds them, wraps the cord around her hands so she can sort of rattle them about. And she takes out a small bowl and fills it with water and starts to sort of splash it over Kuro and starts to sort of rattle the talismans over him while chanting. We need to use spell casting.
Oh, this is neat. I'm getting baptized. Kuro's gonna wake up. Ah, hello, my good fellows.
Kuro, you have just recovered 19 wounds.
Damn.
Wow.
And you can all see it, and you can feel it's almost like a ripple in the air around about everyone, centered kind of over the top of Kuro. As the air and atmosphere start to kind of ripple, you can actually see the water starting to condense on these talismans that she's shaking around and dripping onto Kuro, and as water hits them, you can see some of the deep slashes and cuts that he's received starting to sort of close up.
So I'm gonna assume after like she's finished, I just like wake up, just like like
Yeah,
fully wake up,
probably.
like out of the haze.
You probably wake up like maybe feeling like you're drowning, though. And the fact that you're covered in water doesn't help that impression.
Oh, okay. So I'm up. Please don't splash no more water on me. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Kurokami can roll a die and get that much health back.
Ooh, what do I roll? A d10?
It's a D10, yeah.
Oh, cool. Let's go. Thank you, Will. 7. I'm
That's
at
not bad.
8. Yay.
Hey, Mash. Kuro bathes. He is a clean boy. This is different. He got waterboarded.
32.
Now, some of you may have seen Shigenja. You've all seen Shigenja use magic before. Like why Shigenja do it slightly different from, say, Rin when you've seen him use magic, or Lady Moshi when you've seen her use magic. In Shiro, you'll have seen your wife speak to the kami and cast spells and stuff. What you've just seen this unicorn do has a similar effect to what you may have seen other Shigenja perform, but the customs around how she did it are very different. She didn't pull out scrolls and read from them. She just sort of rattled the talismans and kind of chanted to herself without having to read from the scroll at all.
I'm going to assume that you're the one that helped me recover.
She,
like he's clearing his throat. There's water in there. I deeply thank you, and I kind of like get to a standing position and give a deep bow.
She lightly bows her head.
If you excuse me, I will now go find a place to dry myself and clear my throat.
She then turns her attention to Kurokami. Do you require healing as well? Or are you strong enough that you can stand?
I'm crippled, so I'm going to assume that Kurokami would say, actually, I want to impress Gon. No, this is more important than impressing somebody right now. Yeah, no, I'm very severely wounded. My friend did the best that he could, and I appreciate it. I'll have what he's having, and I point to Kuro.
Are you sure? It may be less pleasant for you now that you're conscious, unlike your companion.
I've had my insides boiled before, so short of that, I think that I'll manage.
You must have upset a very powerful Shugenja.
You have no idea. I take out a like a leather strap and get ready to bite on it.
I'm watching, like by a fireplace. I'm watching. It's like, oh man, what's about to happen?
Oh. I failed the spellcasting though.
Oh jeez.
She comes towards you and she repeats the process that she performed in Kuro. and there's none of that sort of rippling pressure in the air. Other than the water that she splashes on you directly, you don't feel any drips. The talismans that she's shaking around don't start to condense with water. And she just sort of lowers her head and sighs.
I say.
I'm afraid
sorry, go ahead.
that the water kami seem not to want to help you this evening. Maybe it's because you upset another Shugenja at some point.
You hear me snicker
Oh.
for the other side of the room.
They only look out for me a certain amount, it seems.
They kept you alive at least.
I just kind of smirk. Thank you for your assistance.
She bows her head a little bit and returns to the group of unicorn magistrates.
Oh, I see how it is.
I assumed that you were well since you were standing and providing aid to your companion.
She says that, and then I just give that like affirmative head nod, like the yeah I am, and like stand up straight.
Sheba is bad at
could-
asking for help.
I could beseech the water kami to help you. She comes back over. That's a lot better though. Sorry.
Yeah.
The kami love me, dude.
18,
Big
24, 30, and that's an explodey. Yeah, 31. Okay. 21 wins back well.
All right.
She repeats the process for a third time. This time, you feel the ripple and the pressure. And Sheba, the water starts to soak you, and as the water trickles into your wounds, it starts to sort of close them up.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm back to healthy, just barely, but back to healthy.
That's good.
I guess the water kami doesn't like Kuro Kurakami.
I give a very deep bow after she finishes.
She again gives a light bow.
Shiba Shiru, can you come finish tending to the rest of these wounds? I don't wish to bleed out on anybody's floor. Now that I am dry.
I just like turn stiffly and give him that look like that don't tell me what to do look, but I'm on my way.
Thank you, companion. Thank you, my companion. Like you know, I didn't mean it that way.
You can also see that Rin is here, still sleeping off the unicorn juice.
I should have put raises on that, but yeah, go ahead and roll a d10.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm back to healthy. Thank you.
Urkel
You're welcome.
Thank you. That
Yes.
feels so much better.
As injuries are being treated, and there's a bit of light conversation going on. You see that Gan is currently talking to some of his retainers that came to help you about what happened in the tunnels. You can overhear them explaining to him how they found the group of you, the condition that you were in, but the fact that you'd cut down like 5 or 6 lion samurai by the time that they'd got there. And you sort of glance back towards the group of you. Not really surprised, but there's a little bit more respect there on his face. Just as he's like looking back at you, the door to the tea house comes open with Kisho. You are able to come into the scene.
As soon as I see Keisha at the door, I am fiercely walking up to him. And I'm like standing face to face with him. I believe we have unfinished business.
You mean your apology?
You mean your words?
You will receive no such thing from me, Kuro.
And you will receive no such thing from me. I see that you're not injured.
No.
Wonderful. I won't feel bad for what happens next then. Let us step outside.
Wasn't murdering enough? Wasn't murdering your own clan members enough?
I'm not going to kill him, if that's what you're worried about.
No, let's talk about that, Kuro. Your whole stance was they were too proud, you were for the Empire. Your father, your family, and we just slew. How many lion cubs was it?
I got 2.
All standing against the Empress. Like I told you.
They are not part of the Land Clan if they betrayed the Empress, like I told you. Those who do not serve the Empress are not part of this region, are not part of my clan, are not part of my family. We share no blood.
Well, they certainly wore your colors.
And more importantly, you don't know who you can trust.
Am I supposed to trust the Scorpion talking about my family behind my back?
This one.
Slandering my lane? Or the Scorpion whose clan came to assassinate me at a very young age, who I openly welcome at the very beginning?
As Kuro's about to go into the tirade, you can hear Gan very audibly clearing his throat.
Perhaps it's best we have this conversation in a more clear space.
I would like to remind all of the samurai in this room that at one point or another in the history of this empire, all of the great clans have fought against their rightful emperor.
Who's all
Yeah.
in the room?
A load of unicorns, including 4 unicorn magistrates, and your group, including an unconscious Rin, and the owner of the tea house.
We are not finished here. I turn and I go to sit down at the bar.
Maybe everybody's fought against the throne at one point, but I don't think anybody in this room is doing that. I think that Kuro and Kisho, whatever problems that you're allowing to foment between one another, we need to put to the side. Slandering your family's name to draw out traitors. Nobody else can do that, Kuro. You need to recognize that Kisho brings a separate set of abilities none of us can claim. You recognized before that there is merit to those abilities. What changed? That your family was the blunt end of it? I thought that our families were used to being weapons of this empire. If he's going to besmirch my family's name, then let him do it.
I don't want to hear anything from you, considering you was there and you didn't choose to stop him.
And I saved your life not an hour ago. Put your
We are
petty
companions.
pride to the side.
We are nothing more than companions. I can no longer see you as a friend.
then you are a child. Put your pride to the side. This is not the time for petty rivalries. This is the time for us to band together and strike as one. If you're going to be a weak link in our armor, then we should sooner rather than later dispatch of you.
Then come. Dispatch of this weak link right now.
What use of you are to the Emperor if you can't trust the people at your side? Empress, sorry.
As you're having the conversation between Kurokami and Kuro, Shiro and Kisho, you can't help but notice that Batu's sort of nudging the more courtly dressed unicorn magistrate and kind of half laughing as he whispers something to him. You can see the unicorn courtier like sort of nodding his head.
If you will not see sense, then there is no more use in me wasting breath on you, Lion. You're so blinded by your own ambitions that you can't even see the friends and allies that you have at your side. I hope you accomplish what you
said it
want to
once more. Let me re-say it. If I'm the weakest link, come do it right now. I'm waiting.
And wait you shall, as I step forward in between the two. Like trying to break their line of sight to each other. Looking at them both. Like they're both acting like children. Disappointed dad face.
Oh.
This is enough.
Go rock.
Kurokami, you lose 2 points of honor.
Oh shit.
Kuro, your honor is a lot lower than Kurokami's. You lose a singular point of honor.
Oh.
But it is for arguing in front of other samurai where there's this business shouldn't be dealt with in front of people watching.
Yep.
Kisho, your honors already, like rock bottom, you can't possibly lose anything.
Can't lose honor if you don't have it.
And Shiro, you've not taken part in the argument, you're fine.
What's your honor at, Shiba?
Oh, let's see. 7.
God damn it, you got me by 0.5.
Let's go. Top's honor again, baby.
All is right in the world.
I say, Kurokami, will you accompany Kisho outside?
Using my sword in its sheath to pry myself up from the bar, or I guess the booth, I shamble out the door.
I will go to the bar where Kuro is and sit next to him. I just let that awkward silence hang, waiting for Kuro to say something first.
Oh no, I'm angry.
I know. That's why I'm waiting.
Kisho.
I look around. Is there like a bottle somewhere I can grab?
Yeah, you could grab a bottle from here.
I do so
Kisho.
and pour 2 drinks. Go
Is
ahead.
gonna follow Kurokami outside.
I pushed the cup away. I'm going to let my anger fester.
You gonna let me beat you in this drinking game?
I succeed, then you win.
Oh, not like a lion to give up.
I like grit my teeth.
And then I say, if ever a lion could breathe fire, it would be you. But you have to understand how dangerous that fire would be.
Aren't we supposed to be resting? Or sharing information, something along those lines?
That information that I have just provided is most important to you now. Think on it. I finished the drink quickly, set it next to the full glass, pushed the glass back in front of him, and pat him on the back. And as I go to walk away,
Push the glass back over to the bottle.
and as I walk away, I'll say, I'll tend to your wounds again before the night is over, just to refresh your bandages. And I walk away to let him sit and let that hang in his head.
All that's going across my mind is beating up Keisha or Kuragami.
Okay. Isho Kurokami. Outside in the cool autumn breeze that's going for the street, the city square here.
I imagine I probably have Shinigami with me, and I'm slowly just making my way to a more pleasant vista to just kind of like sit for a while and think about how much of a butt Kuro's being.
Okay. The view from like the front sort of porch bit of the tea house overlooks the main square in the city of the Rich Frog, and on a night like this, there's a full moon out that's casting like a cool pale illumination over the city.
Probably just like
Kurokami just
standing-
sort of sits at your side, panting in the cool autumn air.
I imagine I'm probably just standing by like a pole, leaning up against it with my hand like absent-mindedly stroking Shinigami's head, like behind his ears when Kisho approaches.
We need to leave the city. Not yet, but in 3 days' time, we need to go.
And where will we go?
Back to the Empress to deliver our findings.
I'd rather come back with solutions more than problems. Feels like we've been on the run for a while.
It does. But solutions are coming. In 3 days' time. And we'll say we've had the conversation of you not wanting to be any part of any scorpion treachery that I might be involved in.
Are you about to tell me something that would taint my soul, Kisho?
No,
Then let's hear it.
I'm simply going to tell you we need to leave in 3 days.
I'll be ready to leave by then. I don't know what we're going to do about that lion. It seems like every time things get rough, he starts questioning everyone's loyalty.
You know, this time it might be to our advantage. That was a very public display in there. And people talk.
Are you saying I should stop hurting his chances of being Shogun at one point?
No. I'm saying what better way to force people to let their guard down than to think that emerald magistrates within the city simply cannot function because they're too busy fighting with each other.
So keep lowering my honor and fighting in public.
Oh, I can continue to fight in public. I have no problem with that. I'm just saying, while his behavior is problematic, at that moment in time, it may have served a greater purpose. And with the information I will deliver to him, it'll probably get worse.
Great.
I was visited by my sister.
There it is. And?
What kind of check would that be?
I'm super naive, so I don't even think you have to try to roll to lie against me.
I'm not trying to roll
Yeah.
a lie. I'm trying to let's do a notice. I'm trying to see if there's anybody.
Oh,
Anybody-
anyone?
Yep.
You don't notice anyone. All the unicorns are still inside the tea house, and that it's after curfew in the city, so there's no one walking around or anything like that.
I'm not saying certain deaths are simply a part of the necessary order. But we must prune the weeds for the garden to flourish.
I think we should bring Gon with us to the capital. He might have information to deliver that could be of grave importance. His account
I
would be, at the very least, useful.
I agree with this. The only thing, at least that I have been made aware that we need to shore up is this religious sect.
These dragons you speak of?
Yes, more so the Haemine than the actual dragon.
Their militant peace. Do you think it actually has any merit to it?
I think you get enough Haemine angry, enough of them feel as though they are being held down. We are vastly outnumbered at the end of the day.
What I wouldn't give for my cousin to be here. She could probably talk sense into Kuro too. And I would really feel a lot better behind an army of iron cranes. To the
Would
capital
I?
then.
Yes.
We are in agreement. I assume we should converse with Shibashiru on the matter as well.
Yes, we shall.
I suppose we would probably turn around and go in to let Gon know that we intend on him joining us to the capital.
You come in maybe shortly after Shiru has left Kuro at the bar on his own. The unicorns have now sort of started to make themselves comfy again in the tea house. They're all taking seats and having some drinks and talking amongst themselves. Gan is currently addressing the 4 unicorn magistrates that are here.
Is the courtier still with them?
Yeah.
I am going to approach them and the courtier specifically.
As you start to approach the table, you notice that Batu, the more gruff-looking Bushy, amongst the group of unicorn courtiers, sort of straightens up. And as he straightens up, Gan sort of turns around to have a look at who's approaching.
Do you want to talk to Gon too, or do you want me to do that, Kisho?
No, you are good to talk to Gon. I will speak with the courtier.
Gon, it is a beautiful night. Come outside with me, and I pull him out. And then I turn it over to Kisho.
Gets up. Doesn't question why you want to speak to him privately outside, but
Shiba,
sort of glances around at other people in the tea house.
I think I'm still bleeding, Shiba. Could you come take a look at this, please?
Just give it the nod and follow.
He shows you're sort of standing at the little floor table that the 4 unicorn magistrates are sitting at on the side where the one that's clearly a courtier is sitting. He just sort of cups the cup of tea that he has in 2 hands and slowly sips it while looking up at you.
Keisha doesn't wait to be invited. He kneels down and he removes his mask and places it on the table.
That he puts the cup down. I didn't think that scorpions so readily removed their masks.
It's a wonderful tactic to catch people on an off step.
Lord's his guards, I feel.
Yes, it does.
I am Ide Eri.
Yes.
No, I didn't say Eddie. Eri.
Yes.
ERHI. Didn't even occur to me that might cause confusion. The Ide family are the courtiers, emissaries, sometimes merchants amongst the unicorn clan. The 4 magistrates are the Moto. Batu is older than the other 3, but the Ide is maybe a little bit older than you are, Keisho. Looking at some of the lines and stuff that have already started to appear on his face. He has handsome might be a good word to describe him. With a slightly more bronze complexion than most Rokogani, but not so much that he looks more Gaijin like some of the other unicorn.
How is
So you
your
come-
investigation going?
Our investigation has a few interesting twists to it.
Would you care to elaborate on those twists?
He slides an empty teacup to you and slowly pours some green tea for you. I believe sharing tea is customary amongst most of the Empire. He looks at the other magistrates, and you see the Otaku battle maiden who's with them. She sort of gets up onto her feet and walks away from the table, and then the other two sort of get up and follow her. Maybe you can sit across from me so we're face to face.
Isho will adjust so that they are looking across at each other. And they'll take the cup with them.
He pours himself, refills his cup and sort of raises it to you.
Isha raises it as well.
It seems that there are lots of factions within the City of the Rich Frog, and some of them are tied to deaths and disappearances throughout the provinces of my clan. We have a suspicion that those who have been dying or disappearing are those whose loyalties to the Empress are questionable. We do not believe that the disappearances and the deaths are one and the same.
Of the deaths, obviously, are those who could be considered traitors, committing treason by speaking against the Empress.
All of them, when the bodies are found, were caught unaware, either in their sleep, with their backs turned. Some looked like they were maybe enjoying the pleasures of another human being when the knife cut their throat. Not tactics frequently used within the Imperial Palace. Not under the righteousness of the new Empress, at least.
Righteousness is a funny thing. And of the disappearances,
No. They do leave a trail of things hastily taken and packed away, and of weapons and armor removed and carried with them.
So, less disappearances and more escapes.
I believe that the deaths that have occurred have put others with similar sentiment to flight, which unfortunately means there are maybe hidden amongst the mountains of the Unicorn provinces or elsewhere within the Empire now a number of Unicorn samurai and their retainers who know that they have been ousted as enemies of the Empire. We have theories, but as of yet, very little evidence to back up any of those.
While he's saying that, Kisho is just gonna coyly smile. What if I were caution you?
Can I get a
Ooh.
etiquette and willpower roll from you?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Chuck.
Oh boy.
30.
Ooh.
46. 46. He slowly sips the tea while you're probably too busy sort of coyly smiling as you put it about the information that you know, that how intently that he is studying you sort of goes over your head. That
I would advise that such deaths are a part of the natural order. If such individuals are brought up on charges, speaking out against the Empress is treason. And we know what would be expected of them in such cases.
Seppuku.
And I would maybe offer some guidance, advice, information, whatever you'd like to call it.
He slowly nods his head and takes another sip of the cup of tea. What sort of guidance or information would you provide?
Those whose loyalty you do not question. Maybe have a night out. Maybe return home. But I would not linger past 3 days' time.
I hear this,
Free.
right? Since I didn't leave.
Yeah, you're in the bar. Free is isn't that an unlucky number for Scorpion?
You see, Kisho kind of twitches at the mention.
The thought that any action taken by the Empress's secret enforcers amongst your clan, they would have picked a day other than free.
Do with that what you wish.
Yeah, takes another sip of the tea. I... Unfortunately, our duty is to investigate what's happening to our clanmates. While we have speculation and we know that those who have met an end have been the least loyal amongst the clan, allowing their assassinations and murder to go unresolved and punished only serves to make the Khan of the Unicorn Clan look bad. If things go wrong within 3 days and we have no evidence of whoever may be responsible, then that's it. But our duty is to investigate up until it becomes difficult to. If we uncover any evidence of Scorpion involvement, it makes things difficult for the Khan of the clan and us as magistrates.
Well, I certainly believe no such evidence will be found. What I can say is I believe there's a great deal more going on than any of us could wish to believe or know to be true.
You speak of the actions of the Lion Clan here in the city and beyond.
Unfortunately, I speak to the actions of all of our clans.
Well, an unfortunate display what happened within your companions too long ago within the Fairy Tea House here.
The rifts within Rokugan are rifts within all of us, and slowly seem to be seeping further and further into the soil.
Past mistake, past misjudgments, past treason, all seem to be rearing their head within the Empire. Do you know that there are descendants of the Toturi line still alive within the Empire?
That. And of these descendants, how prominent are any of them?
Now you're asking important questions. Me and my fellow magistrates will continue our investigation within the city. In 3 days, provided that we're all still alive, I request that you rendezvous with us in the village of Okuyaki, south of here. Lies quite close to the borders of the Scorpion provinces. You should be familiar with it. We'll exchange notes on our investigations at that point, and if you feel the need to, you can ask that question again then.
I look forward to this conversation being continued.
And Master Bayushi, Emerald Magistrate or not, he looks at the two Bushi amongst the Unicorn Magistrate, and then a slight glance towards the Shigenja. Interfering with this investigation in any way would be a dangerous decision.
Isho nods. Thankfully, I wish to do just no such thing. But I appreciate the gesture. He nods. He finishes his tea. He replaces his mask and he gets up and leaves.
Shiru, Kurokami, you're outside with Gan. Yeah, it could be a good time for a wreck.
I just realized I said that off of the airwaves. My bad. We're going to take a quick break, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick 5 or 10, and then we will return more with Heart of an Empire. So, Mark?
Is Andy back?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for sitting tight. We sure appreciate you guys. Let me go ahead and turn things right on back over to Andy.
Yep. Yep. You, Kurokami, Shibashiru, and Gan are outside. While the whole conversation between Kisho and the unicorn courtier is going on, and
So we have approximately 3 days to get out of the city. I don't know why, I just know that it's time for us to move on, and we need to get Gon's account on writing at the capital.
my account.
Indeed.
My account of what's been happening here in the city.
I would have you explain to the Emerald Magistrate, or the Emerald Champion, what has been happening to your clan, your suspicions, everything. I think that it's time that your name is written in legend, beside ours.
I say an honor, no doubt.
He's
Honor, I suppose.
He has proven himself to be an honorable man. He is exactly the kind of person that we need at our side.
I have honor, I suppose. Although it's hard to ignore that other honorable men and the company of this particular group of magistrates have met their ends before now.
You're worried about dying now?
Dying off the battlefield is something I'd rather not though.
I can promise you that's going to happen to you if you don't leave with us here in 3 nights. Not by me. Nothing that I can do will prevent it. But something is going to happen, and I assume it's going to be bad for everyone here. And knowing the kind of company that's kept away from me, probably nobody will know about it.
That makes it sound like you know something.
I am implying I know something.
I definitely look slightly confused, but I definitely don't say anything about it. I don't want to say anything in front of this guy.
Excuse me.
I'm a lord of the Unicorn Clan. Something terrible is going to happen in this city that may harm those under me. My responsibility is to protect as many of them as I can.
Do you have a lieutenant? A trusted second?
I take it none of you have ever had responsibility for those underneath you before.
He has. I haven't. Not really much for responsibility other than where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do. And this is one of those things. This is one of those times. Get your men out of the city. If you have to bring them with us wherever we go until it's safe enough for them to go back to wherever it is that they're supposed to be, then that's fine too. But I want it from the unicorn's mouth. What it is that you have, what information it is that you have needs to come to the throne.
And it seems that whatever business that you have left to do in this city, you need to get done quickly.
Sheba, I think it's important that we probably all just speak plainly here. Kisho told me something is going to happen. He left out the specifics, but it was clearly a warning. Gone. It's time. Let's make preparations and be on our way.
Can only assume he knows something we don't, which means his clan's involved in some way, but... And seeing as I might have overstepped in information randomly, I like tense up and then I go... Bringing them back to the capital would be... ideal. I suggest you listen to Girl Kami.
Give me some time to make preparations then.
You have 3 days.
That should be enough time.
I hope you know that I don't take you away from your people lightly. This is more important than any of us or our individual responsibilities. I don't know about the handshake thing, so I'm not going to extend my hand.
I
Neither.
understand.
In fact, I would probably give a dismissive bow.
He looks between the two of you. I'll go and start organizing my retainers. And then he steps inside.
When he walks inside, I kind of deflate a little bit, wincing at the pain that I was making myself stand up straight even though it was fucking killing me.
Come over to you and basically attempt to just shift you and fix your posture so that you stand up straight.
It hurts. It hurts. Please.
And then I look through the window at Kuro long enough for you to understand. Look back
I'm looking at
you.
the window.
I'm looking at you through the window.
I'm eavesdropping on Kisho's conversation. I'm not paying attention.
That's fair. And I say, a great fire dwells within him. Don't add fuel to that fire. Be calm as the waves and sturdy as the rocks, but don't give in to the fire. It'll consume you as well.
The fire is raging amongst our heart. The Empire is being split amongst in front of our eyes if we don't do anything about it. Now's not the time for inaction.
Not preaching an action, just a calmer action, especially among friends. We will need Kuro, as we will need you.
No,
And I'm fixing your kimono and stuff, armor, making you look good.
Oh, I appreciate my bird bub reading over me. That's fucking lit. Yeah. make myself stand up a little bit better, and I say, you're right, as always.
I give like that half head bow, straighten out myself, and then gesture towards the door.
Yeah, I go inside.
I follow.
As you go inside, it's probably about the point that Kisho is finishing his conversation off. Gan has already started to kind of organize his men. It's past curfew, so they're asking the tea house owner if there are rooms available for the night. Eventually they will disappear upstairs. The 4 unicorn magistrate, they will also disappear upstairs into rooms.
Is Kisho done with his conversation with the courtier?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do they serve food in this establishment?
The woman who operates the tea house tells you that it is it's quite late for serving food, but seeing how badly injured that you came in, that she can prepare a light meal for you as an exception.
We have the room to ourselves at this point besides her, correct?
Yep.
I ask for a round of the strongest beverage that they have here, with the food for me and my friends, so that we may discuss our samurai business appropriately.
Is there a private area attached somewhere down here? Or even, we'll just take a corner table. Ignore me.
She motions to one of the corner tables.
So once we're all seated, I inform Kisho that Gon will be joining us. I don't know anything about the Okayaki thing, so I was still going off the principle that we were going to the capital.
Once everybody is at the table,
I'm staying at the bar.
Lion, please join us.
I'm ignoring him.
You can slay me after I speak. I don't care. Just come over here.
Do they have soju here?
This is a respectable tea house, so no.
Damn it.
If you're looking for an alcoholic drink, it'll probably be a decent sake that she'll bring.
Well, that
and the meal is quite light. It's like there's a big communal pot of rice that you can dip into, and then there'll be like some steamed fish and vegetables that have been sliced and prepared that you can sort of mix and match to suit your own, with like a dish of soy sauce and a sort of rice wine sort of vinegar that you can use to season.
I am very grateful, Itadakimasu.
She bows. If you need anything else, my lords, call upon me. I will make sure that you're attended to.
I bow, dismissing her.
She bows and sort of shuffles back away, still facing you, before she turns and disappears behind the bar.
Yeah, I'm just picking at food, like, not even looking at what vegetables I'm grabbing. Shoveling into my mouth.
We need to speak of your uncle, Makoto Kuro.
I wish to hear no more blasphemous words from you. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this night in solitude. Leave me. For I am quite sure I can no longer contain myself for going at your throat. Unless you believe yourself capable enough to stop me.
I do not. But what I do believe in is the throne. Which I have been honest with you since the very first day we met.
Just as treacherous as it seems.
And I never made any attempts to hide it, did I? I was honest. Just as I insulted Kurokami's cousin, the Emerald Champion, just as I insinuated his own.
You don't choose whose family.
You are making something personal that is nothing the sort.
Is family not a personal matter? Dragging my name in the mud is not a personal matter. Shipping me along with traitors and cowards isn't a personal matter. Funny that you say that.
But those, whether you like them or not, are truths.
Oh, so I am a traitor to the Empress then, from what your words are saying, since they are the truth.
No.
Why am I still here defending my family honor? Why am I still here doing the Empress will then? Yes, there must be some lie that I am just missing, since it's the truth that you're speaking. Since you said the truth before.
I've got my chopsticks and I kind of like gestured at Shiba, like with my head, like, get in there and do the element thing.
You do that, and I just like mutter over to you, like, sometimes the waves have to hit the rocks.
I'm sorry, I found that very funny.
Kisho is gonna...
And I do the same thing with the chopsticks, by the way, like the eating popcorn meme.
get up from a kneeling position and walk over to the bar. And he's gonna take his wakizashi out and he's gonna put it in front of Kiro.
Are you challenging me? Is that what this is?
You are proud of your name. You are proud of your family. You are proud of your father. You are proud of the Great Lion Clan. Do you know how I was given my Genpoku?
I'm going to stop you before you continue.
I don't care.
I have. Good then, for I won't care for what happens here. And I'm getting up and I want to grapple Kisho.
Kisho's not going to fight back.
Oh, you're not going to fight back? Then I'm going to take you right outside. Taking you right outside the door. Yes, sir. We're going outside.
Well, I'm gonna follow.
And after I get him outside, I'm toss him. I've been waiting for this far too long. Prepare yourself. And I'm like rolling up my
on the street.
Yeah, I'm tossing him out on the street like I've been waiting for this far too long. Prepare yourself. And I'm like rolling up my sleeves, not drawing my sword. I'm getting ready to fist fight him.
Kisho hits the ground, dusts himself off, gets to his feet. Go on ahead. Let out that internalized rage on me.
Bro,
I'm not gonna strike you if you're not gonna fight back. You want to continue fighting with words? No, it's no longer time for that. Fight me with your actions. Come on, raise your fist.
Kuro, don't let it consume you.
You stay out of the Shibashiro, or I'll turn my anger on you as well.
Let's hear that anger.
Raise your fist.
Strike me, proud lion.
Raise your fist.
I am but a humble courtier, and you are a mighty bushi. Strike
Raise
me,
your fist.
you impetuous little brat.
Raise your fucking fist.
Kisho just stands there.
I'm not making a move.
An autumn wind passes between the two of you, blowing your hairs around. Got to get that Kurosawa style wind going through every scene.
Oh yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm in a place that I can intercept if something were to actually happen here. Potentially.
You don't wish to fight me? Then that means your words have no weight against me. Leave me. And I putting my hands down as I can't even put my hands down on the way. I'm just like, I'm like getting really frustrated as I like turn and walk back inside.
Kisho just watches him walk back inside.
I'm letting Shinigami eat out of the bowl of rice in my hand.
You're like nomming away on the rice and fish.
I'm just
so
gonna
mad
sit
at
back
his
at
own
the
clan.
bar and just like clench at the wood, just like.
I think he's so mad at his own clan that everyone else is just caught in the crossfire.
Kisho walks back in. He goes and grabs his wakizashi. Puts it back on his waist. Our differences. It does not matter. We need to make our way to Okayaki. We will be meeting the Unicorn Courtier there, and hopefully shedding some more light on the ongoings here. Is the keeper still in here with us now?
Yeah. She's a little bit, her head's like facing the floor.
Yeah. He's gonna approach her. And he's gonna place a Koku on the counter.
my lord.
I require your absence from the room for, let's say, 10 minutes.
She bows her head and takes the cocoa and disappears.
In 3 days' time, my clan will wash upon the city and remove the traitors among them.
With traitors among them?
The city.
Okay.
That is what my sister was here to inform me. Kuro, your father is not on that list. But your uncle is.
I'll remove your head from its neck. I will make sure your flesh is feast upon baby cubs. Your bones will be used to grind my weapons. I will use your flesh as hide for my new armor. If you ever again say something so blasphemous.
And I will die having done my duty to the Empire, and you will live on being a coward, just so beholden to this false legacy of your family, to this honor that doesn't matter. Cut me down, Kuro. Cut me down where I stand, and these truths will not be any less. But you will
Fine.
continue to be a sad little boy.
Remember, you asked for this, and I'm drawing my sword and I'm approaching him.
As you are drawing your sword and approaching, the doors to the tea house come open, and a knife comes whirling between yourself and Keisho. Takahiko is standing at the door with the half Oni mask on.
Hell yeah.
Put your sword away, lying. I could hear you shouting from down the street. You almost got me caught by the passing patrols looking for people ignoring the curfew.
Stand down, you heard it here. Your lord asked for his head to be removed.
Takahiko shrugs off his kimono shirt. Lord Bayoshi rests his hand on the hilt of his katana.
Come have your second filled in for your place like you always do. Stand
no.
behind somebody.
He can question all he wishes. You know your duty. If he strikes me down, you will avenge me. I stand by my words.
Then I take 2 lives today, not 1. And I'll continue marching on. And I'm bringing my sword up with all of my anger. I take it Shiba Shiru and
Coach, I jumped the
Murakami is in
route.
the
I jumped the route. Yeah, I'd like to try to, like, I don't know, knock him over.
I am, like, not in the best of shape, so I call Shinigami to take the guard action on Keisho.
You're trying to knock him over.
Yeah.
It will be an Aijutsu roll.
Jitsu. Oof, no explodes.
Oof.
17 though.
Nah. Kuro's defense is 30. Yeah, You sort of lunge towards Kuro. You're maybe misjudging how quickly he's actually moving towards Kurokami, and you sort of overshoot it. No, not Kurokami, towards Kisho. Kurokami, you can attack. Takahiko is standing at the door with his hand on his katana, but Kisho told him to avenge him, not to protect him, and so he hasn't drawn his sword yet.
I'm swinging with full might for Kisho's neck since nobody is stopping me.
Okay.
Here goes the rest of my honor. I stab Crow in the back.
Ooh.
That'll be a Kenjutsu roll.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh God!
Holy sh!
Fuck!
That's gonna hit.
Oh. What is happening?
Okay, damage roll time.
Oof. Okay.
15.
And then I should
Good.
keep my character sheet open to remove probably the rest of my honor.
Kuro is gonna reduce that damage by 5.
So I have 19 wounds. I'm going to step forward, not expecting the blade from our back, and I'm just gonna be like, at first I'm gonna look at Will, and I'll be like, no, he's down there. The dog is there. The bodyguard is there. And I turn. And I'm raising my sword all the way
rolled
up.
high enough with that first one to make a second attack.
You
I'm
would have had to have
Declare it.
declared the
Damn
raise at
it.
the same. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to just slam my sword down across his chest. Like, I'm trying to knock him out. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so let me make the raises to knock him out.
You're not trying to kill.
Yeah. Not yet. Not yet.
You're probably gonna knock me out if you hit me, because I have like very no wounds.
Yeah. So you need a. Not. Yeah. Okay. Who raises?
I think I got that.
Yeah, I think you got that.
Yeah. Okay. Damage.
Yep.
Oh my.
Oh!
Isn't lethal damage. So it will knock you out. Instead of your ability kicking in to drop you to 1, the blow isn't intended to kill you, so you're unconscious. Kurokami, like, howls though. I know, yeah, Shinigami howls. Kuro, after you knock out Kurokami, you hear footsteps on the stairs coming down into the main room of the tea house. It's not been long enough for the innkeeper to come down. The face that emerges from the doorway is wearing the green and yellow clothing of a dragon. And you recognize them as Kitsuki Sho.
Oh shit! What up?
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Akodo Kuro, Bayushi Kisho, Shibashiro. We could hear all of this upstairs. Aren't you all still Emerald Magistrates?
Your talks won't quell my rage, for this crane just stabbed me in my back as I go to fulfill my honor for my clan.
As you want to strike down an unarmed courtier? Bad
You,
form.
you yourself said you will allow it. I
That
told you
doesn't
if you
make
open
any
your
sense.
mouth again, my blade will come for your neck, and you
That
said, well,
doesn't
then
make
let
it
it
any
come.
less unhonorable, honorable lion.
Don't you try to turn this around on me now that there's
Oh.
people here.
Go ahead, honorable lion, strike me down.
Kuro? Put your sword away, please.
Are you going to come down here and stop me?
If I have to.
Then come.
Keisho, move away from Kuro.
Isho bows. And he steps back.
We will Joe.
Fine. I'll meet you outside. And I'm pulling Kurokami's sword from my backside and will throw it down at his feet. I'll handle that dishonorable whelp later. Come, I'll see you outside. I say as I draw my sword and head briskly outside.
I see that things have got worse since I've left you in Murasumi Shitoshi.
Just a bit.
And we'll catch up after this is resolved. Kuro, as you're going past Takahiko, he steps aside for you, just enough for you to get through the door. But as you're passing, you hear him say, very matter-of-factly, that if your blade touches his charge, it will be the last thing that your blade ever cuts.
Oh, we'll see. And I continue on.
His show /Sling, has Kuro jailed anyone in a while?
Yes, in the Crane Lands.
That would have been a while ago. There's a chance that he hasn't improved too much since then.
Ha 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 ha!
With that, he sort of heads outside. Into the town square that is currently only lit by moonlight.
Since I still consider you a friend, I take it that this duel will not be to death, but to first blood.
I would prefer that it wasn't a Kodo Kuro. I request that if I win the duel, though, that you see wisdom in some of the words that your companions are giving to you at the moment.
And if I win this duel, there will be no more stopping me from taking that coward scorpion's tongue.
Other than Kisho's bodyguard.
Oh, he's been ordered to step down already. There shall be no more interferences.
Then let us show.
Allow us to.
Where are the chilling rolls? They're on page 80 something, I think.
While you're looking that up, shoutouts to TVC for 10 gift subs, dude. Holy shit! Thank you so
Oh,
fucking much,
fucking
dude.
poggers!
Fucking
Serious.
pogs.
I'm here staring at my sheet, just like, whew.
Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. The assessment says Jitsu
What page is that? So I can refresh on it.
87.
Thank you.
Okay. Aijutsu and awareness. Target number is 10 plus the opponent's insight rank times 5. So 20 in both accounts.
So Aijutsu, change that to awareness. No, assessment. No, that's an awareness roll. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just right, and then I roll trained. I'm bad at this part.
Oh boy.
Let's go for it. Oh boy. Okay. So that's 10, 19. So hard to see in the dark. 25. 30 plus a reroll. 33. Either you need to roll.
What do I need to roll?
Aijutsu and awareness.
I did. I got a 15.
Oh, okay. I bet it's just popped up now. Okay, so 15 is not a success. You failed, so you don't glean any information about Kitsugi Sho. He's going to assess your current wound level. So how many wounds do you currently have? How injured?
19.
19. It's just so he knows when to pull his punches.
I am grazed.
And I have exceeded your roll by 10 or more, so I get an extra 1, keep 1 on the focus roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so focus roll is a Aijutsu and Void roll.
Alrighty.
Extra 1, keep 1.
Oof.
Oh.
I got a 9. The
kami
Kami
know-
doesn't like me.
The kami know that you're in the wrong, Eddie.
Oh no.
Kami out there like-
man.
That's the point where I remind everyone that the Miramoto clan are the second best Joe's Miramoto clan.
I remembered. I fucking remembered.
If the lion dies, does Eddie get to play Jason Momoa? Why would I play Jason Momoa?
The con we've decided is Jason Momoa.
Oh.
17. Okay. 24. Oh, and I get an extra 1, keep 1. That was a 5. 29.
Oh no!
Okay. So, if the duelist beats the other roll by 5 or more, the duelist earns the right to make the first strike. Gains a free raise towards his strike roll for every additional increment of 5 above his opponent's roll.
Oh,
So that's 3 extra raises.
That's how you make a fucking
Oof.
entrance, boys.
Right?
Okay, maneuvers. Let me bring up the maneuvers to see what fancy stuff I can do.
Oh man.
Surprise, bitch. Beth, you thought you saw the last of me.
Okay, I'm gonna disarm.
Damn.
Okay, and so he is now rolling his Aijutsu reflexes against your armor.
Bad roll. Bad roll. This is where the bad roll comes in.
Aijutsu reflexes. Let me double check the skill techniques for Miramon.
Dude, seriously.
Right.
Okay.
I'm nervous. I am very nervous. Let's
Wow.
see.
Wasn't it just a non-lethal duel?
Non-lethal, yep.
Yeah.
One, keep one to Eddie if he doesn't get disarmed. I'm assuming.
It doesn't matter with the duel anyway, unless Eddie decides to forego his honour and continue fighting after being hit.
I might have to just hold on to that Silva because I think I'm gonna get disarmed.
34.
Oh, there it is.
34. 41.
Jesus.
Before, so those of you, if any of you went outside to watch this, you see the two of them sort of eyes each other up. Kuro has his hand hovering above his katana in that deep, powerful stance that you've seen him use every time that he's dueled. Sho takes a more like a proper center stance where like he's almost like both legs are sort of spread out, kind of like a cowboy style, with both hands sort of one over his wakizashi and the other one over the katana. And then in a split moment after that, you see Sho move very quickly, and the katana cuts across Kuro's chest for 12, 19, 20. Oh, no, I'm only keeping so many of these. 19 damage. But as the katana cuts across Kuro's chest, you see the wakizashi flick out and catch the Tsuba, the handguard of Kuro's katana, just between the finger and the handguard and flick it out of his hand
Oh, hell yeah.
and scatter it across the floor. And then he sort of holds the position for a moment to see what Kuro does.
He's gonna take a deep breath, exhale slowly. It seems the Kami guides your blade. His head remains intact for today. And I will listen to whatever words he has to say as part of our promise.
It's like Sho is almost face to face with you. You can see him visibly let out this sigh of relief. Like, he was middlingly confident at best to duel you. If you'd chosen to continue the fight beyond the duel, you could see that it maybe wouldn't have been as confident to full on fight you.
So I take 19 wounds to my hand, right?
Mostly to the katana cut across your chest.
Oh, okay.
You use the wakizashi to flick your sword out of your hands.
36. Oh, I'm knocked out.
Then yeah, as you see Kuro hit the ground, those of you who are outside watching will see Sho sort of breathe a sigh of relief and sheath both swords before he crouches down and lifts Kuro up onto his shoulder, like an arm around his shoulder, and carries him back into the tea house and lays him down next to Kuro Kami.
Hydrate.
Oh, that hydrate.
Oh, I have water right here.
Oh, I don't even have water. Oh, okay.
Well, I'll take some water after that. Oh boy. Oh God.
Yeah, nah, let's not break. Yeah, Sho carries Kuro in.
Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I was so confident, and I just got 2 bad rolls back to back. Yeah.
Sho, after putting Kuro down on the floor, looks towards Shiro and Kisho.
Kisho is just gonna fill them all in on absolutely everything. He's not gonna sugarcoat any of it. He's not gonna leave out any details. He's laying it all out.
I see. I would be frustrated and upset if I was Kuro with the current description that you just gave me of what's happening amongst the Lion Clan. You both look well, though.
I try.
I'm also here, doing the Empress as well. The Emerald Champion reassigned me to another group of magistrates. You no doubt have heard about the religious sect in the city and the nearby villages and farms who are stirring up resentment against the Empress.
Yes, we've heard a great deal about them. As far as much as well being made aware that they might present an actual problem.
Well, that is my current task here in the city of the Rich Frog. I was briefed that you had a mission within the Crab provinces before the war broke out. Did you see any monks in attendance to any of the Spider Clan that you encountered?
I can't remember, did we?
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Now, the monks, the Shinsei monks, monks of the Tattoo Brotherhood within my own clan, some of the monk orders within other clans are no stranger to violence. But typically as a last resort. One of my fellow magistrates has infiltrated the religious sect. The information that she's provided me shows a particularly violent and brutal streak to these monks. That even amongst their own followers, if they're not showing enough obedience to their scripture.
These monks that are overly violent, are they from the rich city of the Frog, or are they relative newcomers?
From what I could gather, and questioning some of the samurai amongst my own clan, as well as those of the Dragonfly clan, they are a relatively new sect to the city. You're talking months at most.
So, a similar time frame to when the crab split.
I would say so. Which is why I asked the question if you'd seen any monks amongst the Spider Clan.
No, we have not.
I don't know if that disproves the theory that I had or leads to more questions.
Were you given any time frame for your investigation when you were sent here?
The Emerald Champion gave me and my fellow magistrates no time frame to investigate her. I believe he understood the delicate nature of dealing with monks in particular would require a more delicate hand, which is why I believe he sent me and the magistrates that I'm currently working to deal with, and he glances towards Kuro and even Kurokami. And why not your particular group of Emerald Magistrate? I mean, no offense by that.
Or any other Scorpion magistrate sent with you?
The one who has infiltrated the sect is a Scorpion.
The more I think about it, the more it worries me. I can't imagine such an undertaking happening without any knowledge of it. From the Emerald Champion or the Empress.
What undertaking?
In 3 days' time, members of my clan will come through the rich city of the Frog, and they will be eliminating those who have spouted treason against the Empress. But Why would they send more here with such an event about to happen?
Oftentimes in history, the Scorpion clan has acted in what it is seen as the best interest of the Empire, but not always with the express permission of the one that sat on the throne.
I think Kisho is troubled with
Put your mind at ease. I've heard all the rumours in the city of the Lion Clan refusing to ignore, or those amongst the Lion Clan refusing to acknowledge the current Empress. I've heard that they feel that the Akodo, particularly those with close ties to Toturi's line, should still hold the throne. From what I've been told of the information being spread amongst this religious sect, they have no particularly strong ties to anyone claiming the throne at this moment in time. It seems to be a movement purely for pushing the rights of the Hyman to a more even level with our own.
they wish to
Hyman.
overthrow the Celestial Order.
From what I know, that's what it sounds like.
How long am I unconscious for?
You were knocked out, so you'll be probably coming to fairly soon.
Okay. You're gonna have to fill me in on all this shit.
With everything that's transpired tonight, maybe it's best we all rest and speak in the morning.
Sho looks back down to Kuro. And to Kurokami, who's probably at this point starting to come to.
I shouldn't have gone licking my face. I'm like, yep.
Maybe for the best.
Is that fucking Sho?
Kisho, before he heads off, is gonna make sure to retrieve Kuro's sword and have it brought to him.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Never mind. No, because like my mind was like, I'm trying to think of how the best way to explain it without sounding 100% stupid.
Sound 100% stupid and we'll love you anyways. Just explain it.
Yep.
You all can't just say yup in unison like this is an episode of King of the Hill.
Who lives
No,
on
never
Sora?
mind. I'm gonna think more about it before I say it.
All right.
Okay. Sho will go and help Kurokami up onto his feet.
It's been a while, Sho.
And it seems that trouble still follows all of us.
Some of us, and I look down at Kuro's unconscious body, some of us like to bring it with us wherever we go.
Well, for the time being, the matter has been resolved between Kuro and the rest of you.
How did that happen?
Is that you broke up there, Derek?
I asked, how did that happen?
He gives the slightest of smiles and pats the hilts of both swords.
You couldn't have come down a moment sooner.
Our presence as magistrates here in the city is supposed to be a secret.
What are secrets among friends?
The moment that I heard swords being drawn and the angry pain of someone being stabbed is when I decided to intervene.
Not my proudest moment. But I couldn't let Kisho have his beautiful head separated from his shoulders. I only recently saw beneath the mask, and you know, he makes it out like he's this big scary monster, but he's not that bad looking.
I'd watch a little carefully next time. I don't actually think Kuro intended to kill Kisho.
Did Kisho explain to you what happened? Because I think he absolutely meant to separate Kisho's head from his shoulders. Yeah, 100%.
He did say he would.
Multiple times.
As I'm like tending to Kuro on the ground just to make sure that he's good before I walk away from him.
More than once he said that.
Sho sort of nods. I hear Kuro adopted a boy in Murotsubishi Toshi. It's a kind act to adopt a child with very little in the world. I don't think he would have actually cut down an unarmed individual.
Well, don't tell me I stabbed him in the back for nothing.
You did what you felt was right in the moment.
I do that a lot.
The three of you must understand that what is going on with the Lion Clan is difficult to accept. And that rumours of Kuro siding against the Emperor was maybe not the wisest of rumours to spread to instigate action.
See, these are Kisho things, and when it's time for Kisho things, we just let Kisho do those things, because when it's time for Bushi things, we just do Bushi things. It's the symbiotic relationship we have, you know?
I believe he would have cleaved my head from my neck. And I don't necessarily fault him for doing so.
We'll never know.
No. I hoped if it would come to pass that eventually he would see past the family, his family.
So,
and see that he's worth more than that last name or those colors, and not to be beholden to them.
Sho nods his head. It'll take time for him to realise that.
No, I'm a Kodo fanboy. Jokes like
Kodo simp.
Right?
I am a big Kodo simp.
Give me that Mama Kodo bathwater.
Sho.
No, that's too
Sho
much.
while he's
Whoa,
mumbling and he's
whoa, whoa.
unconscious.
Too much.
Jessica, just Kirk Hammett bath.
Sorry.
Sometimes as an Emerald Magistrate, Kurokami, even as a Bushi, you need to be more than just a sword. Kind of the opposite advice to what your cousin told you when you were speaking with her about the role of an Emerald Magistrate.
Yeah. This sounds like advice that I would get from a dragon, but... I had something to say to it and then I forgot, so I'm just gonna let that one go. Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
This coming from the guy who ran off to chase down the Doji-san.
Not my finest moment. I hear that Kaito is still alive and well.
You did what you thought was right in the moment.
Yes, you did. He is alive and well. He is very much alive. For now.
That problem will be remedied soon. Soon enough. How did he outrun you?
What? He had help.
Never one to do things by himself, was he?
He wasn't by himself. And the same problems that are rippling through the Lion Clan at this moment, Kikita Kurokami are just being better covered within the crane, as the crane are used to waving through rippling water.
I should have had his head.
There'll still be opportunities for that. But for the moment, you have your duty here, as do I, and we can talk more in the morning when all four of you are feeling more up to the task. You will also get to meet one of our fellow magistrates in the morning. They decided not to come down and interfere.
Wonderful news.
He bows to all of you. Do you need help with getting Kuro to a bed, or can I leave you for the evening?
I can handle it.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, Shibashiro, as always.
An honor. Thank you for your aid.
Yes, it is. It is truly a pleasure to see you again. You are missed.
He bows again. It's good that you have a Jijimbo, Keisho.
It seemed like the good thing to do. Obviously, as you just saw.
Good night, and I'll speak to you all in the morning.
Sleep well, Sho.
He disappears back upstairs.
He's gonna be so fucking mad when he wakes up.
You're gonna be real mad.
At least you know.
Do we let him sleep with his sword in his room, or do we put that somewhere else? Actually, that might make him more mad. We will put it in his room.
Yes.
At least y'all know. Oh.
Maybe just make sure that he's not gonna bleed out Shibu. Don't
I'll tend to him for sure.
I just meant don't tend to him too well. You know, we don't want to give him overconfidence. leave the numbing herbs out of the treatment.
Well, I technically can't give him any health back until tomorrow, so because that's how it works.
Yeah, he's already been tended to this day.
Yeah. So it kind of does work out that way.
Done all that good work of the water camming, undone it.
Yeah.
Hey, if I don't get it, he doesn't get it. Just kidding.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, the kami know what they're doing, you know.
So they do, because I probably would have dueled him, and then that would have been way worse if I was healed up a bit better.
Right. So they didn't want to heal you because they knew they had to knock you out.
Yeah. Way better to just get
There you
knocked
go.
out with the flat side of a katana.
So I'm gonna make sure if I have to like wake up early or anything like that, to make sure that there's hot tea available at the Kuro's bedside as he wakes. I don't want to be there when he wakes up. I just want the hot tea to be there. That's all. I just wanted that to be there.
The innkeeper will tell you that she will make sure that there's tea ready for him just before the sun rises properly.
Perfect.
My eyes are just gonna like shoot open. It's bloodshot.
Just hear from them, Kakarot!
Okay.
I'm fucking floating through the air, green hair. Kakarot! Kakarot!
Or before Kisho goes to bed, he's gonna seek some counsel from Takahiko.
Okay. Takahiko will follow you upstairs. What sort of counsel are you looking for from your Yojimbo?
You know I trust you more than most.
He bows his head.
Did you make it to the Scorpion Champion? Did you make it to our lands? Did you actually speak to somebody there?
He he nods. I made it to where would the most likely place they would have went to? Ryoko Owari Toshi. Journey's End City. It is known by a number of names. It is Journey's End City is what it translates to. It's the second largest city in all of Rokugan. It is also referred to as the City of Lies, the City of Stories, the City of Green Walls, the city that Dung built.
Study that dung, like poop.
Dung.
Yep.
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 It is the heart of the Scorpion clan.
You live in the poop lands. Sorry. I'm sorry.
And it is where the court, the
Gotta get some
Scorpion.
more opium.
It's where the Scorpion hold court. He informed you that he did not get to speak to the champion of the clan
Yep.
directly. That a number of attendants came to speak to him, all of which informed them that the information would be spread.
Wait,
The clan
like,
champion.
wait, like dung as in like the beetle roll up poop?
Yep.
Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty.
From Ryoko Awaritoshi, my lord, I took the road north. Through the mountains. Going through Shirosage to Pokau.
I trust you, Takahiko.
The Soshuri, the Shosuro, intercepted me almost as soon as I entered the city of the Rich Frog.
Why 3 days?
They tried to be careful not to speak too much while we had me captive.
That's to be expected.
But when you're sitting alone in a dark room with a blindfold over your eyes, you hear more things. That the one who insisted that she speak to you before everything happened. She said that the actions of the Shosuro family would be, or the infiltrators would be, in honor of a lost brother. The magistrate, the Frog family Ronin, in charge of the city is on that list. As is Lord Shinjo Gan of the Unicorn Clan.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You just couldn't let me have him. You just couldn't let me have him. Well, that's okay. We'll kill him fucking soon, I guess.
I don't know what they told you, my lord, from the conversations that I heard downstairs. She told you that the list that they had were those disloyal to the throne.
List is actually those who are loyal to the throne, isn't it?
That's the impression I have.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, no, I'm confused. So these are.
DK Kisho takes off his mask and he smashes it against the wall.
Takahiko bows his head down really low. Whoever's in the next room can hear the blunt force hitting the wall.
Do you know what that means?
Whatever information she gave you, my lord, whatever names that she's already told you. Or to sow discord, I believe.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Oh no.
She was too compliant.
Man.
My dad's trying to put me on the throne. That's badass. But at the same time, fuck. Oh, fuck.
The
Wait, what time is it? We're not going to get a random cliffhanger, are we? No, it's 6:04. Okay, we're good. We got time. We got
For a little while.
time.
although that would have been a good point to do it, but
Yeah.
But yeah, who's in the next room? I'll let you decide. If it's Kuro, it wakes you up from the unconsciousness. But if
Do
it's
music
either the
plays? Like my eyes snap open. You just see his silhouette right outside the door. So who's in the next room, Chuck?
It doesn't matter as Keisha wakes everybody up.
Okay.
So like I said before, my eyes are just like snap open, and I just like levitate up to music. Oh god, that's funny. Just imagine somebody so angry, their anger just lifts them up.
Just the anger vibrations, just your whole body's floating, just
Where are we having the conversation at, Keisho?
Keisho just gets everybody together in the hallway right there.
I'm leaning on my sword in its hilt. Like, I'm quiet because I know I lost, so it's just like, I have to listen to this because I promised. But at the same time, I'm like glaring at Kurokami.
I'm acting
He did the
aloof.
low. He did the lowest of things, and he knows it.
But
And
I'm
he's just
acting
gonna
like I
stare at
didn't.
him.
Yeah, I'm acting like it's just a fucking Tuesday, dude. I'm just like leaning up against the door frame, all cool and shit.
No shame.
Yeah. I had a dragon tell me like, "Hey, I did what I thought was right." Okay. Hey, Sheba said that sometimes. Hey, Sheba told me that I need to be more like water, and then he told me that sometimes it's time for the water to crash on the earth. So you know what? This is really on him more than anyone else. I'm just a sword, right?
Hey, how you take it's up to you. All right, I just give the advice.
I'm just
Obviously,
imagining
none of my advice worked.
this 3 a.m. frat boy conversation in the hallway. There's fucking some Natty Light fucking cans crushed up, empty on the floor. Like,
So what's so important that you had to wake us all up, Keisho?
You can like hear my teeth grinding as I stare at Kurokami.
Said all the element stuff. It seemed legit.
scorpion presence within the city.
Hope! Oh my god!
Oh wow.
Hope with the raid. Oh my goodness!
Hell
Thank you
Jesus
so
Christ.
much. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, Hope.
Thank you.
Hello, Raiders.
Welcome in, welcome in.
You guys missed it.
Hey, they missed all the drama.
But no, we're getting to a good part again.
Okay.
In
Okay.
3 days, the operation is not meant to take care of those who are speaking treasonously against the Empress. It is here to take care of those who are speaking out in honor of her name. My sister held Takahiko captive, and he overheard the conversations. Shinjo is on that list.
You're kidding me, right?
I am not.
Well, then it appears we might have him at an advantage if he doesn't know that we know.
So this list is basically one of those who honor the Empress, then. I say, and I'm still looking directly at Kurokami. My eyes are not moving.
The list of names she has been carrying out the murders of are those who stand with the current Empress and the Great Clans.
Are you suggesting then that my father is a traitor to the Empress? Considering you said my uncle was on that list, why am I not on that list? I'm the next heir of my clan.
I have not seen this full list, only the names that have been given to me. But either it's misdirection, which is our specialty. But either way,
So either way, your clan is extremely treacherous and is planning to assassinate a lot of people in the dead of night, or silence a bunch of traitors in the dead of night. Either way, somebody's dying in the middle of the night, or getting stabbed in the back.
Well, when you're trying to chop the friend off of a defenseless friend who's only telling you what you don't want to hear, maybe you deserve a stab in the back.
You traitorous, honorless cur. You
My
shut your
family's
whore
not the
mouth.
one presently trying to usurp the throne, so who's the traitor?
I'll have your head right now.
If your family's
Don't
so
try
important
me.
to you, then go throw your lot in with them. Or are we past that? Because it seems like we've got bigger fish to fry. You're the only one still stuck on this.
we cannot leave.
You hear one of the sliding doors slide open. And leaning in the doorway is the unicorn courtier. It seems that we are investigating the same thing after all, Master Bayeshu.
That it does. Did you hear enough to be informed?
It seems that we have to find this group of Soshiro before the 3 days are up.
Yes. Yes, we do.
It's not going to be an easy task in a city that's full of angry religious groups, and apologies, Master Okodo, but Lion, who have questionable allegiance to the throne. And who knows who else within this city who doesn't have the current Empress's best interest at heart.
I just make my way slowly back into the room and close the sliding door.
He'll come around, right? I mean, right? Right? He'll come around.
Oh no, you completely severed that relationship, stabbing that man in the back.
Oh, that's fine.
I just say give it time.
This.
For this to work.
We just told him his father stands against everything he thought the man to believe. He can take as many moments as he wants.
Is there like a candle or something in my room that I can write against?
And it's time I answer that question that you asked earlier, Keisha. It seems like we won't have to run with you in Okoyaki after all. I've heard rumors that somewhere in the mountains there is a fortress hidden away. That Totori the Third had bastard children before he wandered off into the Shadowland. The members of multiple clans decided to hide these children during the 30 years that the throne has sat empty. Some have fallen sick and perished, from what I've heard. But there is one, a young woman now, seems to have the allegiance of not only some samurai within the Lion Clan by the looks of it, but within my own, within the Dragon Clan, and who knows how much further afield her influence spreads.
We happen to have a name for this woman.
There's no proper name given to her. I've heard rumours of a golden chrysanthemum has been given to her. I suppose that would tie to the colours of the Lion Clan and the flower of the Empire. It seems that we have a potential empress lying in wait hidden somewhere in the north of the Empire. The true empress sits on the throne in Otosanuchi. And if, from what I've heard of the war in the south, the Crab Clan have their own claimant to the throne.
So many things are happening right now. My head is spinning. What? So... Okay, keep going. I'll catch up eventually.
We have a tea house full of magistrates, from what I've overheard. Who better to try and unravel some of the complexities going on within this city?
We're going to need all of them. So, best to get some sleep and rise early and begin work on this task.
I agree. Some of your companions look like they need some rest.
No, he's just grumpy.
He looks at you.
I'm smirking at him.
I wish you all a good night. We will all gather downstairs in the morning. I will tell the proprietor to not open the tea house to the public.
Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Show. That's not Show.
No, that was the.
That's the curse sign.
That's the unicorn.
Edie?
Ide.
Huh?
Ide, not Eddie.
He
What?
goes, disappears back into the room that he came from. And the rest of you free to rest. You regain twice your stamina trait, plus your insight rank back as wounds.
Yay.
So 3 times 2 times.
Plus 2. Yeah, so your trait times 2 plus whatever your rank is.
Okay.
So you're all rank 2 at this point, so yeah, it'll be whatever your stamina is times 3 plus 2.
11. Neat. $25. I'm hurt.
In the morning, when you get up, you head downstairs. The tea house has a number of unicorn samurai there. All of the ones who were present the night before. Lord Gan has retainers of like 6 unicorn samurai, the 4 unicorn magistrates, the 5 of you technically, because Rin is still here, although he's got a hangover, so he's not going to say much. Takahiko, so there's 6 of you technically, actually. And Sho is there with 2 other samurai. Shiru, looking at one of them, the colours that they're wearing, the long robes that look like they're almost dancing with fire, is clearly a Phoenix Shugenja.
Ooh.
The other, who is dressed quite respectfully, although it is looking a little bit rough, you can see that they've got a little bit of facial hair growing on. Their hair is loose and kind of wild. Is wearing the clothing that signifies that they are in Mantis. Sho will bow to you when you come down. He'll look at the other samurai in the room. I thought I overheard conversations in the middle of the night. Did things go from bad to worse after I left you last night down here?
I'd say that.
He motions to his 2 companions. Let me just bring up some names. He motions to the Shugenja first. the Agasha. Yeah. He introduces them as Mayumi, Agasha Mayumi of the Phoenix Clan, and the Jade Magistrate of the Phoenix Clan.
I just noticed, Andy, you have a comb over.
Yes, I got
It looks nice
my
on you.
haircut yesterday.
I just
And
noticed it. It looks nice on you.
I said it makes him look distinguished, right?
Yeah,
It makes him look like a fancy man.
I just noticed it, and I was like, "Oh, Andy looks really nice."
he then motions to the mantis. Who he introduces as find a good name for a mantis. Ortier.
Is it another Eddie?
Not another Eddie, no.
Because that's already confusing me every time you say. Every time you say, I'm like, huh? What?
He introduces them as Tsuruchi Hayato of the Mantis clan of the Tsuruchi family, but a courtier trained in the way of the Yoritomo. As he introduces them, like the unicorn magistrates all start introduce each other to one another. And then Gan Shote as Soji. Soji. Shinjo Gan, the unicorn lord who's here, sort of clears his throat. What is the business that we have to attend to so early in the morning, may I ask? Seeing as I'm in the presence of so many magistrates, emerald or otherwise.
Kisho?
In 3 days' time, there will be assault on the city from a sect of Shosaro infiltrators of the Scorpion Clan. What we thought were initially deaths of those who opposed our Empress are actually those who supported her.
But those within my clan who have met an end were known to voice their disagreement with the new Empress.
Are we completely sure on that?
He looks towards the unicorn magistrates and they seem to nod in agreement that any unicorn who has died has been, as said, go in disagreement with the new Empress.
Well, the campaign in 3 days then is to clear those who do support the Empress. I was visited yesterday by my sister, who informed me that this would be happening in 3 days' time, and if I wish to avoid said bloodshed, to exit the city and tell those of a similar mindset to do so as well. My Yojimbo Takahiko was intercepted on his way back and held by the sect. And I overheard them planning this event. And one of the names on that list was you.
He straightens up and, like, the unicorn samurai who have been in his company the entire time that you've known him. All very audibly voiced there. No Scorpion would even get the opportunity to lay a blade upon our Lord. They would have to go for the 6 of us first before even getting them.
That's the funny thing about infiltrators. They that Hainin servants your family might have had for 7 or 8 seasons that you've grown to trust. That could be a Scorpion. A shopkeeper you've seen every day. Vocal, jubilant, meeting all those with love and passion.
Why are we stretching?
Somebody didn't stretch. Drunk
Yeah.
Chat told us
Uh,
to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was in the webcam tab and not the chat. Okay.
These
Can I get
Oh, go ahead.
investigation rolls for everyone in this room at the minute? While Kisho is talking about how anyone that you know could be an infiltrator.
Oh, sure. The chance to swing my sword earlier would be greatly appreciated. Investigation. Hey, I have this. Can I add that one that Soma gave me earlier?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I want to catch it. I don't see shit.
Did not help.
Oh wow.
I didn't see shit.
Kisho, you can roll as well.
Where's my roll? There we go.
Okay, Chuck. Nice roll. As you're in the middle of saying this, you look around the inn. The innkeeper is not here.
Motherfucker.
And it makes sense to you now, Kuro. This is the city centre. This is probably the most well-travelled tea house and inn in all of Richford City. Where else would be a better place to put a Scorpion agent? And she heard every conversation that went on and seen the dispute amongst the Emerald Magistrate. And all of the doubts and worries that all of you had during those conversations.
Oh, shit.
Damn it, we gotta burn the sippy capsule to the ground.
Damn it, bro. You showed our ass to the enemy.
Have we seen her this morning?
Did I wake up with tea?
Nope.
Ugh.
No tea?
No tea.
No innkeeper? Our pets' heads are
Nope.
falling off? No, I'm just kidding.
See, he let us name it Sippy Kapu, and then he did that.
That was a brilliant, outstanding move, Andy.
Andy said, "You guys are playing checkers. I'm playing 5D chess."
Right?
It-
He's like,
Why
"Here's
we-
that sippy cup for you babies, because you're little baby bitches."
Well, while this realization is dawning, the unicorn samurai who are standing behind their lord, you can hear them starting to cough. And then those of you closer to the center of the room can see the black smoke starting to come in through
Motherfucker.
the front door.
Oh,
Literally.
Is there a window?
oh,
There will be, but this is where we're going to end the session.
Oh, damn it.
oh,
You motherfucker. You fucking got us. Good.
man.
God damn
Every
it.
time. Every
Andy is
time.
like, oh, I'm like, no, you can't activate your trap card. It's not time. Andy is like, ho, ho, ho. I activate my trap
Oh,
card.
man.
Cliffhanger.
God damn it, dude.
Jesus Christ.
So good. It's so good.
Every week. Just so everybody knows, me and Eddie love each other. We're really good friends. We just
Oh, yes.
Our
Yeah.
characters
Yes.
just don't get along. Like
I love Derek so very much.
I love you, Eddie. You're a homie, dude.
Same to you. Our
Oh.
characters are just like walking very thin threads right now with one another. Like we had the greatest redemption arc, and then this shit.
Damn it, bro. They
I
fucking
tried, man.
did it. They did it to us. The enemy did this
Tried.
to us, Eddie.
I tried to talk you guys down.
Well, another fucking banger. Thank you so much, Andy. Will, you want to start us with shout outs for the week?
Yeah, sure. I'm Will, or at the Burnt Coin everywhere. And yeah, I am going to be here again for Single Shot Saturdays coming up here in 6 days. We're going to be playing Star Wars 5e.
Woo!
So that's going to be super fun. It's basically D&D 5e, but in Star Wars. It's pretty cool. So yeah, you can see me then. I also have a Patreon, so you can support me there if you'd like. I
Hell
make
yeah.
maps.
His maps are amazing. You should go sub to his Patreon. And are your commissions open?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
His commissions
Yeah, they
are open, so hit him up. Get some comms done, dude. Get some comms while he's still got the time, because your boy is gonna be busy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Thank you. Love you, Will. Thank you for being here. Chuck.
Man. Chuck at Chuck does things, I do things. That's what I do. God. Dicebreakers with Andy is a lovely little webcomic coming out that kind of makes fun of the tropes of Dungeons and Dragons in a delightful way. We're finishing the first release. We're trying to get a bunch of them done.
Yes.
Before we them, so. Also, Chuck Does Chat
Woo!
recorded the first episode last week with our lovely GM here, Andy.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of finding the spoons to actually try to audit audio as
I'm
let me
getting
tell
audited?
you, You're getting audited. So let me tell you, I opened up that program. I was like, "What is this nonsense?" So that's where that's being held up.
Gotcha. Sweet, man.
But yeah, that's what I got going on.
Awesome, dude. Well, thank you for being on once again, dude. You're fucking awesome, and we love you, Chuck. Eddie, what are you doing, dude?
Okay. Much love to all my Bushi boys here and to our lovely DM. I recently just came back from my trip to Phoenix. I hated the desert before you guys asked about it. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. I saw the Blue McDonald's, the only Blue McDonald's, which was cool.
There's a blue
Yeah. It's the only Blue McDonald's because the sign is blue. It's south of Phoenix. I can't think of the town name. I'll tell you about it. I don't take pictures, so no, I don't have pictures. Only have one picture from when I was out at this fancy restaurant. Anyway, I'm back. I will start streaming again soon because I have the internet company currently working on the cable lines between me and my neighbor's house. Andy and Will commissions are open. Please look at Dicebreakers. Derek has amazing streams. I was able to tune into one of them while I was out on my work trip. It was really late at night. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, no more
I
night
was super
streams.
sleepy.
No more midnight streams, so that's hype.
No more midnight streams.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I can make more then. I can
I'm
make
so
make it
excited
more.
about that. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
And since I'm back, I can finally fulfill my promise to Andy and get my commission in. So Andy, we'll talk after this. Other than that, just look out for me on Twitter. I'll announce my coming back stream with new equipment. I have a new microphone, I have a new camera, I have a new gaming desktop because my CPU burnt out of it, and because of the chip shortage, that was hard to get their hands on a new one. So I have a lot of new things, and I will be showcasing all of it. Thank you.
Sweet, dude.
Awesome.
Congrats
Sounds
on the new
good.
stuff, dude. That's so hype.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, well, love you, Eddie. Thank you for being here each week too, man. You bring that heat, that raw heat, and it's so much fun, dude.
I bring the anger that the group lacks.
The rage, that Matsu fury.
Oh yeah, Andy.
Okay, yeah, a few things to bring up. So yeah, I'm Andy, Lost Haven Art. Everywhere, well, Twitter, Instagram, Lost Haven. My name's a mess. It's all over the place. It's Lost Haven Games on YouTube. It's Haven RPG here on Twitch. We also do streams on my own channel. We tend to bounce around on a Wednesday using GMT, but 7:30 p.m. GMT. Either between my ongoing Final Fantasy inspired campaign Fractured Crystals, which we're actually going to be wrapping up in the next few months, and between my newer project, which is Trial by Fire, where we take a game, we one-shot it, and then we review it. Currently, we've had 3 actual plays. The Witcher one, where the actual play and the review are up on YouTube at the moment at Lost Haven Games. We trialed Kids on Bikes, which I am in the middle of doing some minor edits to before I upload it to YouTube. We are going to try and squeeze in some time to review that before next Sunday's episode of Legends of the Fire Rings, hopefully. We did a session of Dragon Age, so the Dragon Age tabletop RPG. We didn't finish the scenario, so it's going to be a 2-parter. It'll be coming up shortly. Outside of streaming games, I do art, hence the name Lost Haven Art. I have commissions, have slots opened. I do anything from character art to landscapes to weapons, items, icons, dungeons, full-on book covers, anything you want.
Everything.
Jack of all trades,
The
amazing.
best. The best.
If the price isn't on my price list on Twitter, then DM me and ask me, and I will give you a fair and reasonable quote. Outside of that, I have practically finished my first tabletop RPG design.
Woo!
Arizumi, which is the Japanese style of tattooing. It is a role-playing game about Yakuza. It is pretty much ready to test play. I have a front and back cover done for the PDF. I've laid out everything. Just going to test play it a few times, make some tweaks before I release it to the general public, so keep your eye open for that. It'll be in the next few weeks, maybe a month or so. There's one big thing that we're going to announce. Myself, Chuck, Derek, Dragon Crown Games, and Scald Shenanigans have been getting stuff together. Chuck has a load of physical stuff.
Not my physical stuff. Where's my physical stuff? It's here somewhere.
I'm going to be putting up a commission. Derek is going to throw up a map commission. Julio is releasing some 5th ed content, but we are going to try and raise some funds for our good friend and long-running supporter of this game in particular, but Derek's channel in general. A Wolfsten, who's in the chat at the moment.
That's the homie.
Wolfie.
His computer has went to shit. Unfortunately, he's not in the position at the moment that he can easily replace it, so we are going to be doing a raffle where Chuck has a ton of role-playing games that you can win. as I said, you've got a commission from me that you can win, a map that you can win from Derek. Julio over at Dragon Crown Games is putting a load of content, giving Kier a load of content that he can put on to his Ko-Fi page that you can buy for 5th Ed. And I also have a Space Wolf spaceshipy thing for Warhammer 40k that I'm also going to be wrapping.
Yeah, I'm gonna be putting in myself for that one because I would. I run Space Wolves. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so you'll probably be seeing some tweets over the next week about that. Depending how we're going, we might do the draw next Sunday after L5R. We might give it a few extra days if we've not quite hit the funding targets, but we'll see what we can do. But here has been a really good help. Our promo for Legends of the Five Rings, he put that together, didn't ask for anything for it. Did a voiceover for it and everything, it was great.
Just a true.
He's
homie.
always giving people advice for things like Twitch and all that sort of things to like improve your game. He's just and he never ever asked for anything for it. So, but yeah, we kind of felt that we could maybe give him something back. And that's me.
Yeah. Awesome stuff, Andy. Well, fantastic. Super excited to help out my boy, man. Kier is like my fucking, like, very few people came in before Kier, and it was like a couple of fucking days. Like, so he's been like here since the very inception, since before like this channel has become what it is. Like, when I was just spending like 12 hours a day fucking making maps and goofing off on stream, like, he was in there hanging out with me. So, like, we fucking love you, Kier. You are, like, such a fucking absolute sweetheart. And yeah.
He's always there. Like, that.
Yeah.
The few times I've streamed, like, I don't even announce it. Oh, he's in my chat. There he is. Like, just.
Yep. Every time. Yep.
He's amazing.
Yep. Even with the time,
Nobody told me I want to help.
even with the time zone difference, Kier has even made it onto some of my streams to lend support. He's a great guy.
Yeah, we love you, Kier. You are a true homie, and we are happy to do whatever we can to try and reciprocate some of that fucking love and support that you've given us, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. This is last minute for me, so I'm gonna join in. I'm gonna help. I don't know how, but I will.
Yeah, me too. I can do a map.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, cool. Yeah, then 2 map commissions are up for grabs. That'll be pretty awesome. Thank you. Thanks, both
You can
of
put
you.
Yeah, thank
you can put an unknown item for me up. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll find something that's worth it. God damn it!
Just a question mark. Mystery.
Mystery.
Yeah,
item.
mystery from Eddie.
Mystery prize from Eddie.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As I said earlier, we are no longer doing midnight streams, so you can catch me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for Curse of Strahd, Rise of Alma. It's new time. And then Homebrew Homies, starring Will. We're going to be getting some more guests on in the future. It will be a lot easier, I imagine, now with the time difference.
Yep.
Being what it
Oh, I
is.
can make that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I can
You
even
know,
make
talk
it.
for me.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
getting
I
all the
can-
fucking
yeah.
homies on.
I
Yeah.
can make that. That's within my time. That's within my time range for free time.
Hell yeah. Well, we'll definitely be getting stuff together. We'll be getting homies on. If you would like to come on to a collaborative world building show where we make content for 5e or setting lore, we usually do both at the same time, then let us know in the Discord. There is a section for chat. Other than that, I'm going to be formally announcing now that Wednesdays are my off days, other than a super secret scroll project that we've got going on in the background that we're not ready to announce anything about that yet. So in the future, I will not be streaming on Wednesdays except for when I am. Thursdays are going to be variety streams, and Fridays are going to be Iron Medic Mori as always. Next week, Will already said Single Shot Saturdays on Saturday, and then AS the Mountain on 6:30 p.m. On Saturday, and then of course Samurai Sunday next Sunday. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you, huge, positively massive shout out, the most mountific of mountain top shout outs for TBC. 10 fucking gift subs, dude. You're crazy. I love you, man. You have been the other one that has been here since like literally day one. You're like the only one that probably actually does predate Kier. So love you, dude. Thank you so much. Mash, thank you for the raid. Super Kimbop, thank you for the raid. Thank you for all the follows. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to read out all these follows because the way that my stream chat is set up, but let me make sure I don't miss any of these raids. So Hope, thank you for the raid. Nat1 Fun, thank you for the raid. Mash consistently with the raids each week, thank you so much. And Super Kimbop for the raid. All the follows, thank you so much. All the biddies, thank you so much. We love you guys. And we're going to be raiding into MC Ninja Kitten. Her computer was down for a while, but she just got it back up. I think this is her first stream back, so we're going to be spreading some love and positivity. So stick around for the souls if nothing else. But that's it for me, you guys. Love y'all. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
I am now beyond for like